really together. First half was tough because I thought they had an awful lot of possession, and we needed to soak it up, which we did. They had some really good chances as well. And it goes back to that. Sometimes it's just meant to be, and other times it's not, and it wasn't meant to be their night. But all the way through this competition, things are meant to be for Chelsea.
How good were the Chelsea fans tonight?
Oh, brilliant. I said as well, not only the guys here, there's been a lot of unfortunate fans as well. I've not been able to get a ticket, and you know, our hearts go out to them, and realise that their support back home is incredible. So everyone at the stadium tonight and back home, you know, that's for you. We've waited so long for it.
Lots of talking points from those post-match interviews, but I should start by saying that the players have made their way back from the airport. They're on the bus and they have arrived at Stamford Bridge, which is phenomenal because it's about 15 minutes or so until the parade is about to start. And it's nice to know that, because everyone kept saying to me, are they going to make it back? And have they got back? And are they going to be here? And is the trophy going to be here? And it's just good news to know that the players are at Stamford Bridge.
Well, it is, and you can imagine what the levels of volume and noise we're going to have when the bus does arrive here, Gigi, and you know, all the way along the route, you know, it's going to be packed, and the players will just, they'll love it, because the adoration they get from the fans. JT was just talking about it there, you know, the fans, he's loved the fans' involvement, hasn't he? And you can tell, again, someone who's been here a long time, you know, he knows what it's like.
They'll be absolutely buzzing, and the fans here don't know that the fans there have seen the players arrive at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, they won't know that yet, which, you know, obviously I think they've got the best spot here because you bang on where the bus is going to stop, and they have their time to share the joy with the players. And I've been on open-top buses before, and it's phenomenal when you look at the crowd, the amount of people that turn out. It's unbelievable, and the boys will cherish this for life, without a doubt.
Now, 1997, what was that parade like? We don't actually have the footage. We think Scott Minto might have done a runner with a tape. Or maybe you've got something to do with it. I'm not sure.
It was incredible because obviously it was so long. You know, it was the start of where we are today. You know, with getting used to picking up trophies again and challenging the best teams in the country. And you know, that was phenomenal. A long time ago now, but I'm still proud to say that I was a part of that winning side.
Of course. Now, you'd left by 2000, but these are the start of the shots we've got from the parades. And Clive, it's just a wonderful day because the fans get to show their appreciation to the players and vice versa.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on open-top buses as well. Obviously not with Chelsea, unfortunately, through my time. But when you're up there, you know, you look down on the fans. It's a very humbling experience. You know, you understand a lot better, you know, what the fans are all about. You're a lot closer to them. It's just an appreciation factor, and I think as well it's great for the fans. You know, they can come out and wave their flags and scream and shout, and it's just a lovely way to feel. It's an enjoyable party, isn't it? And I think, you know, everybody is part of this, and this is what we're all talking about.
That's brilliant there. 2004-2005 with the Premier League trophy, something we had been praying for so long, and there's the parade to prove that we got it.
Yeah, slowly but surely we've got to the pinnacle. You know, it's taken us a while. We won the League Cup, we won the FA Cup. You know, we eventually won the title after many years.
And then again the next year.
And then again the next year, and stamped our authority on the title. And now we've won the Champions League. And, you know, with the squad, who's going to be the manager and stuff will have to be dealt with in the summer. Well, with the squad we've got, you know, there's going to be after some refreshment to the team and stuff, but we've got the potential to, you know, challenge and go very close again.
It does mean so much to the players that all these fans come down, because it's not just fans that live in the area. They come from far and wide to be here today, to just get a glimpse of these guys and say, well done, you deserve this.
Yeah, and I think as well from the fans is a point of saying, I was there. Yeah. Where were you on that day? Well, I was there. I saw the bus come along. I saw the trophy. I saw the players on the top. So-and-so waved at me and I waved back. You know, that sort of scenario. You know, it's just a question that you were there on that particular occasion.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens today, because winning the league is phenomenal, and that's what we'd been going for. Then we got the double with Carlo Ancelotti. We saw that from 2010. But now we're kings of Europe, and it's going to be interesting to see the number of fans and the reaction of the fans.
Without a doubt, we've even half forgotten about the fact that we won the little prize of the FA Cup as well, which is incredible. We haven't mentioned that since we won it, because this game was so big and so important to the club. Like, for us to move on, to be able to sign players that we want to sign in the summer, to challenge Man City of getting the best players in the world to come to this football club, you couldn't do it without winning this Champions League or being in the Champions League. So it was crucial.
And as Frank said, we do have the FA Cup and the Trophy Cup. We've also got the FA Youth Cup alongside it. It's been phenomenal few months.
It's been a wonderful season, really. When we look back on it, OK, league form, was sort of bordering on dropping in, going into the top four, dropping back out again. Yeah. We never seemed to quite get it right there. But in the cups, especially with the Youth Cup as well, how good has that been, Gigi, this year? Fantastic. But to win the FA Cup, to win this trophy, I mean, it's very special, and it's special because everybody puts this trophy at the top of the tree, and you can't get any bigger than this in club football.
The atmosphere is building. It is wonderful. It's an absolute privilege to be in the position we're in at the moment. But somewhere along the route is Chris Cohn. We heard from him a little bit earlier. Let's find out what he's up to now. Chris.
Well, it's already carnage here. I've just had a bit of celery to the right chop, which is quite bad. We're going to go... Whoa! I'm dodging celery. Let's go speak to some Chelsea fans. Come with me. Guys, obviously very excited about the parade. Which players are you looking forward to seeing? Drogba was a star last night, wasn't he? And after this season, up and down, but what a way to finish.
Oh, brilliant way to finish. Got to give Robbie the job now.
Yeah, well, yeah, Robbie has now done everything he can, can't he? How long have you been here? When did you get here?
About 12 o'clock, 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Worth it, though, of course, worth it. Let's go over here before I get pelted more by celery. Let's come over to these fans here. No one wants to talk. Where did you watch the game last night?
Last night we watched it at home.
Okay, and what a game it was.
Brilliant, amazing.
There were moments, I'm sure, where you thought it wasn't going to happen, but...
It was very nerve-wracking, but we did it in the end.
We certainly did. Were you watching from behind the sofa with your eyes?
I had a fan.
And yourself as well. And who are you looking forward to seeing today?
All of them, just want to see them all. We've been here so many times watching trophies come home, so come on, boys!
An amazing atmosphere here. I'm about to get another bit of celery in the eye. I can feel it. Back to you guys.
I think Chris did quite well when it came to dodging celery, and I should say that he's going to be in position at the start of this parade as the players board the bus, and when they do that, we will be back live with Chris Cohn. But now for you more post-match reaction from last night when we were crowned Kings of Europe. You've heard from three big members of this side. Everyone played their part. You've heard from Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard and John Terry. Now it's time to hear from the man who led the Blues to this trophy, and the fans have been talking about him, Roberto Di Matteo.
That looks so good.
Oh, it feels fantastic, Spy. You don't know how good it feels.
How tired are you?
Yeah, a little bit, but we are so excited and so pleased that eventually we are taking this one back to London, to Stamford Bridge with us.
We are the first London club to win it. It's astonishing.
It is, and after the painful experience 4 years ago, it just feels great, that we managed to do it now.
How big an achievement was tonight?
Well, our preparation to this week wasn't ideal, with all the problems that we had to face with the suspension, the injuries that we had. And it's been an astonishing effort by this group of players to achieve this target and to bring this trophy home.
It was an extraordinary selection to put Ryan Bertrand on the left wing.
Well, no, I've seen Ryan training every day, and every time he played for us, he was one of our best players. And he's another boy that's come through our academy, and he will have a bright future if he keeps working the way he is. And as I said, we obviously had. I tried different solutions because we had obviously people suspended, and I thought that the solution with Ryan and Ashley on their left side, they have a good understanding. I thought that it was the right solution tonight.
And on top of that, you went with the two centre-backs. How easy or how hard a decision was that?
Well, we had to take a risk. Obviously, one has been out for 3 weeks, the other one for 4 weeks, and it's the final game of the season, and it was the Champions League final, and the fact that they actually managed to go through 120 minutes, it's quite incredible.
Check, Drogba.
Yeah, Czech kept us in the game with the save he made. Didier just before the end of the game, but I think the whole team, it was a fantastic team effort. because, you know, I think that, you know, Frank Lampard was immense, Ashley Cole, you know, Gary Cahill, Bozingua, and Obi Mikel played an incredible game. Mata and everybody, you know, Torres when he came on, Malouda. It was not just tonight, you know, in the previous games as well. The guys that were suspended tonight, they couldn't be part of it. They took us here, so it's been a great team effort.
Chelsea fans want you to keep the job.
I'm going to go on holidays now and enjoy my holidays with my family, and that's what most matters to me now.
No, it's not. What most matters to you is having a big fat cigar tonight.
I will have one every time I win a trophy, so I'm going to have a big one tonight. See you later.
Very happy man, Roberto Di Matteo, and so he should be. Thoroughly deserves that trophy. Now, I promised when the players started to board the open-top buses that we would be back with Chris Cohen. They are doing just that, so it is back to Chris.
Yes, I'm here just next to the Matthew Harding in the East Stand where the buses are parked. Some of the players already made their way. David Luiz, can you have a very quick chat? David, how are you? Jesus!
We're Champions League, yeah!
Mate, what a night. If you just sum it up for us very quickly.
What?
Sum up the night for us.
I'm so sad you are.
Yeah, awful.
So
terrible
sad.
Day.
Lost the game.
I heard you won. I heard you won. Some of the players are out there. Mikel's got prime spot at the front. You can swing around and see him there. Petter's up there as well. The players will join. Obviously, the camera's up in the sky as well. There's still some boys still to board. Everyone's very excited, of course. The streets, as we've seen, are lined with fans. And I think John Terry, I've just heard, might be coming round. We'll see if we can grab John as he does come round the corner. Obviously, a lot of these players have done these parades before. This one might be extra, especially sweet, what with the Champions League being on board as well. Stay with me. We're going to see if we can grab some other players. Like I said, the keen ones are up there. They've got prime spot. Mikel knows what he's doing. He's got up there. He wants to be at the front, which is a nice touch. We'll just see if there's anyone coming around the corner. I'm sensing some players. Is that a thing? Do people sense players? I'm now sensing players. We have got some boys coming around. Paolo's here. We'll see if we can grab a quick word with Paolo as he comes past. Paolo, can you have a very quick word? Obviously, you've been in the club a while. I know you've got to get up there. I don't want to stop you, but what does it mean to have that around your neck?
It means a lot for us and for our team. We deserve this, and we're like 8 years looking for this status. So I'm really happy for that.
Enjoy your day and watch out for celery, mate. I've already been here. Here's Didier, the man of the moment. Didier, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, mate.
Thank you.
Last night, obviously, it couldn't have gone better for yourself, and you finally got one of those medals.
Yeah, amazing.
Where is it? What have you done with it? Can someone get Didier's medal, please? You've got it. You're hiding it. There it is.
There.
And what does it mean to you, buddy?
It means everything. For me, for the club, to see all these people waiting for us is fantastic. Once more, you know, we've done it so many times, but today is a big day. It's the big one.
And you've been on these bus parades before, but this one will be lovely with that Champions League up there with you.
Yeah, it's a bit cold, but I think we're going to make it like warm.
Have a good one, mate. There we go. All the players then getting ready for the parade. They'll be out on the street very soon. Back to you guys.
I have to say that Didier sounded like he hasn't had a lot of sleep since the final whistle.
Yeah, the boys look knackered. It's been I'd imagine, celebrated as much as they am. But you've got to remember that game went into extra time and penalties, and it takes a hell of a lot out of the mind and physically out of the body as well. So they'll be ready to have a well-earned rest without a doubt.
It's still sinking in that we're seeing these scenes, and we're here. There are thousands of fans behind us, and very shortly the Champions League trophy is going to be coming along New Kings Road on an open-top bus.
It's a bit surreal, isn't it? But, you know, one thing is, I mean, walking in here today, you know, listening to the fans and hearing the things saying, you know, everybody on a one occasion is just going to be so happy. You know, it's lovely to see smiling faces. You know, we're all going through hard times at the moment, but, you know, people have come out here, they're spending some time here. The weather's not the best, but, you know, there's a lot of people here and they're just going to thoroughly enjoy it, and that's how it should be. We can't wait for the bus to get here as well as them.
Well, they're just getting the rest of the players, the backroom staff, friends and family on the buses, then they'll be setting off. Let's have a word about Robbie. We just saw him grinning from ear to ear holding that trophy. Such a special time for Roberto Di Matteo.
Like a Cheshire Cat, wasn't he? Unbelievable. He deserves it. Robbie, he come to the club you know, in the summer, and you know, it was reported that it wasn't really what he wanted to do, to be an assistant manager. It was reported that he wanted to be a manager still.